My rhymes so formulaic, my flow like water draining, educated and frustrated by the white men that me hated. Like trains, I be delayed, for fame or for the faded. Faded, elated, trying to get my mama later. Like Wester, often blame it on Bush, Mr. the Scam and have you hiding when they came and just for being opinionated. I hope to someday make it like Trey, if only made it. Stop the violence in the plane, leaves the rhymes change it, blame it. Like most, I Talib Quail it to death, fine, and training everything. My rap's whacked and stupefied with trap. I'm the gentleman of rap, while you ain't even a rap. Like Sinatra wears pack, I'm the vermin, you're just whack. I'm wicked on the track, sprinting from front to back, on the bottom when I'm rhyming, kill you working bad, defeat you with quick attacks, the pictures and rats attached with the boogie, oogie boogie like him and Joey Crack. Trading grass for ash, you know this game of rap. Even at level 5, I'm still better than your ass. So that was just a warm-up real quick. Alright, so everyone, my name is Amin Fernandez, like my brother said, and I'm from La República Dominicana. I've been raised in the Bronx my entire life, and I crossed Spring 08, Sigma Milan Beta. I just want to give a quick shout out to Sebastian. That was his first performance ever, and it takes a lot to get up here.
I got the ill jitters. Yo, you want this back?
Nah, man.
It's a good grade.
And I have 2 quick poems for you. The first one is one of the first poems I ever wrote. And what I love about poetry is that it gives you an avenue to discuss things that normally you wouldn't be able to discuss. So I wrote this poem because when I graduated college, I started to realize that sometimes when I would be walking behind someone, you know, my presence will alter their movements. Sometimes they would cross the street. Sometimes they would stop short and act like they were tying their shoes, but not really. Sometimes they would give me the elongated peripheral, which I call this. And, you know, I don't know if it's because of the color of my skin or if, I don't know, some people think I'm brolic. I don't know what it is. But I wanted to write a poem to kind of address that, and this is how it goes. It's called I'm Not Gonna Rob You. I see you looking at me, looking at you, 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 looking at your iPad, looking at me, looking at you. In order that I may, frankly, call your fears, dispel what your ass peep, relax, just listen here. I'm not a crook, crip or thug, chief of Keef, king of blood. Mob of Jack, Joe or Pun, KRS, Lord of Guns. No, stacking stacks, packing max in the back of lax, smoking crack, puffing fats, chilling strap, rocking letters, fighting frats. I'm me, a mean, a nerd of speech, an upright bipedal poetic geek. At super speed, you cross the street whilst tightly gripping jewelry. Resist you be, for all you see is NIGER plus G. Resist the need to stop and scream for things be not what they may seem. Right? I humbly preach, push past physique, stop stopping short and frisking me. You may not agree, but I'm actually from the street and I got a 4-year Ivy League degree. So next time you see a man of color walking behind you, instead of grabbing your bag and crossing the street, treating him like a criminal before you actually know who he be, maybe you think, if that was my father, if that was my son, if that was my brother, would I act the same? Thank you. So, are there any hip-hop heads in here? Couple? Right. So I love hip-hop. I love it with a passion. And I wanted to write a poem to address kind of not only its history, but also where it is right now. And if you like Drake or if you like Iggy Azalea, there's nothing wrong with that, but you should maybe just look a little bit of research to see where hip-hop began and where it is now. So this next poem is called Hop Petition, and after the poem I have to bounce because I live in the North Bronx and I wish I could hang out, but don't take it as a rude statement. I just really gotta go all the way uptown, right? Hip-hop ain't dead, it's just an exile. Banished by consumerism and sentenced by dead presidents. Convicted by A&Rs and harbored by studios owned by private prisons. She now lives somewhere in Africa. She was born in the streets of the burning down Bronx. Her father was Africa Bombada, her mother Roxanne Shante. Meant as an escape from the negativity bound. Meant to be a host for those who had nowhere else to go. Disguised as parties, she welcomed would-be criminals, nerds, and artists alike. For those of flow, there was poetry and beatboxing. For those of rhythm, b-boying and DJing. And for the aesthetically stimulated, the art of graffiti. Back when Hot 97 played both Biggie and Tribe, when there was balance between finesse speech and crime, when Eric B was president, EPMD was senators, when DOS Effects was relevant, and Big Daddy Kane was 7 Cent. But somewhere along the way, things didn't change for escapades. Now replaced by Lil Wayne Maseratis, 911 Ducatis, and Rick Ross Bugattis, Gucci Fendi Prada, and Alexander Wang, and other cars and things that listeners can't afford to comprehend. Lyricism sacrificed for beats, integrative beat to death by beef. What was once common is now petty ramen. What was just on the police is now Versace, Versace, Versace. It's quite fitting they should call it trap because to me it's so much more than that. It's a cancer, malignant evolution, a sad far cry of the Zulu revolution. How do we go from Guru's work to Mali's twerk, from Word is Bond to Kakagan, from Nubian queens to female dogs, from brother man to nigga talk? I'm a student of music and this is my humble opinion. This ain't a diss or a tantrum, just a humble hip-hop petition. Thank you guys.